Hi guys, I'm Ross from Seconds Out Fight Store and this is 6 ways you can help make your boxing gloves last longer. Tip number 1, buy quality. Make sure whatever your budget is, you're going towards the higher end of that budget. If you've only got £50 to spend on a pair of gloves, you'll get much more value and quality and durability out of spending £40 to £50 than you would spending £20 to £30. Make sure you're always buying your gloves from a reputable supplier. In my experience, the large chain sports shops just don't stock quality for boxing equipment. Make sure you're going to a specialist shop with good quality reviews and have a look at the description of the boxing gloves. Watch YouTube reviews so you can make sure that you're buying a good quality pair of gloves that are going to last you a lot longer. Tip number 2, use deodorisers. We sell in the shop the no stink glove deodorisers. There's a few different versions on the market, different brands that have their own types of deodorisers. The no stink ones that we sell, this is the one for the bag, they kind of look like this. The glove ones are only a fiver and it's the best £5 you can invest in. It kind of works like silica gel and clothes. You put 2 patches inside the gloves and it helps soak up all the sweat, kills any bad smells and bacteria and just keeps your glove nice and fresh. For the sake of £5, this is an absolute essential for me and it will really help your gloves get more life in the long run. Tip number 3, air your bag after training. A big common problem is when people are finished training, think about having a hard sweaty session in the gym, your gloves, your head guard, your shin guards are all absolutely minging. You go home, you're tired and you just dump your bag in the corner for anything from a day up to sometimes a week depending on how often you train. Now all that sweat inside the bag is going to accumulate and it's going to wear down the leather on your gloves, mould will start to form, the leather will break down and it's a surefire way for your gloves to fall apart a lot quicker. Make sure when you get home you're opening your bag up or putting your gloves outside so they've got a chance to air. Use the glove deodorisers we said in the last tip as well. By giving your bag time to air and freshen, you're going to do your gloves a massive help and they'll last a lot longer for sure. Tip number 4, have a pair of gloves for hitting the bags and a separate pair for sparring. With the amount of impact that goes into hitting a hard leather bag or pads all the time, it does wear down the leather or the artificial leather in the gloves a bit quicker. You generally want to have a pair of 14 ounce or 16 ounce for sparring and a pair of say 10 ounce or 12 ounce depending on what your size is for hitting the bags with. But having 2 separate pairs of gloves will definitely mean they'll last a lot longer than whether you're using the same pair of gloves for bag work and sparring. You'll get more life out of having 2 separate pairs of gloves and spending that wee bit extra in the beginning than you would have if you just had 1 pair of gloves for everything. Tip number 5, don't buy fakes. It's so tempting when you see a really good quality pair of gloves at a ridiculous price to go and snap them up. The chances are if it's too good to be true, it probably is. You may be really keen to have something like a pair of Cleto Rays, Winning or Grant boxing gloves, but maybe you can't afford them. The temptation is always when there's fakes out there to give them a go. In my experience, they are never very good quality at all. It's ripping off the brand and the customer. They won't last as long as the real deal. And if you can't afford £200 on a pair of gloves and you see a pair of fake ones for say £70, don't even entertain it. Look for a good quality pair of gloves. There's plenty out there at £70 that will give you a good quality pair of gloves without having to entertain fake products. You can never guarantee the quality when you buy a fake. It might be good, the chances are it's probably not going to be. Tip number 6, buy the right gloves for your hands. Everyone's hands are different and the same gloves that fit my training partner might not fit me. You could be somebody 6'4", 6'6". You're never going to get your hands into the same pair of 10 ounce gloves that your training partner of 5'7", 70 kilos does. Make sure you're buying a pair of gloves that are going to fit your hands. If you're really keen to get a pair of say twins boxing gloves but they're not right for your hands, don't buy them just for the sake of it. You'll burst the stitching a lot quicker, you'll hurt your hands and it's a surefire way to make sure your gloves don't last. So always make sure you're buying a pair of gloves that fit your hands properly. Like I said earlier, there's plenty YouTube reviews out there. Have a look at them, read the descriptions on the website that you're buying for. Phone up the shop, ask for advice, make sure you give yourself the best possible chance of getting the right pair of gloves that fit your hands properly. That's 6 top ways you can make your gloves last longer. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We've got lots of new content, buyer's guides and tips coming very soon. You can check out our website at seconds-out.co.uk for loads of boxing products, Muay Thai and MMA. We do worldwide shipping. If you have any other tips that I've missed, anything else you think that helps make gloves last a lot longer, please stick them in the comment section below. I'm always keen to hear what other people think. And until then, we'll see you next time. Cheers!